Lidl cycling glasses. £7.99. £7.99. But are they any good? We're about to find out. So my perception of Lidl cycling gear in particular has kind of changed since they started sponsoring Lidl Trek, or the Trek cycling team. So I don't know whether that's going to make their cycling gear any better, but I think it just gives them a bit more credence to making cycling gear. So in my perception, the kind of it's gone up on in terms of how I feel about Lidl cycling gear. Now, obviously, the headline is that it's cheap. Now these glasses, what it says here on the box is they are premium cycling glasses, and it says the colour of them enhances brake lights, red traffic lights, or warning signs. Now, that's something I've never really had a problem with when I've been cycling. I don't need my red lights enhancing, but you know, it's there as a feature. And it says that it enhances red tones and it gives a realistic overall impression. Now, out on the bike, they were absolutely fine. After an hour and a half in the saddle, about 35k, something like that, I'd have to say they've been very comfortable. You know, it's been quite dry and dusty. It's kept all the dust out. In terms of the colour of them, I couldn't get on with that to start with. It was making, when I was going into the shade, it was making it quite dark, and it wasn't reacting very well to that, and then going into the bright sunlight again. So, you know, maybe photochromatic lenses would be better for that. Would they be my only glasses? Probably not. As a backup, as a spare pair, it's absolutely a no-brainer. Get yourself a pair, you know, because they're great. And, you know, I spend more money on cycling magazines and coffee every month than I would do, you know, on one pair of these. So I could buy a couple of pairs and just keep them for spares. I am interested in a pair of Decathlon photochromatic cycling glasses. I think they retail around about £40. So I'm just going to see, get a pair of those, I think, and see how I get on with them. But definitely get yourself a pair of these if you're in the market for a pair of cheap cycling glasses. It's a no-brainer to me. It's just started raining, so I'm going to go in, get myself a cup of coffee. See you later.